Hello, Y Chromosome is back. And before I get started on this review, on this state of wrestling, this, in case you haven't heard of the movie, it's called The Usual Suspects. It came out in the 90s. Very good movie, full of suspense and mystery. If you like that type, this is a movie I recommend you check it out. If you like Law and Order or any police crime dramas, this movie's definitely, you should give it a shot. Very good. A classic. Movie's absolute classic. Anyways, on to the video. WWE. Oh my God, man. This company is it's so fucking bad, man. This past Monday's Raw was fucking terrible. Terrible, man. Oh, I only enjoyed fucking, let's say, about not even 10 minutes of the show in 3 fucking hours. 10 minutes out of 3 hours were actually watchable. That is pathetic. I mean, I come from an era where I was born in 1981. I come from an era where when I watched wrestling, it was actually fucking good, man. There was wow factor. There was mystery and suspense. Unusual Suspects. Like type of suspense to it. So it was great back then. The character development was great. Promos wasn't fully fucking scripted like they are now. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous today. The writers suck. You know, I mean, the Attitude Era was fucking great. The Ruthless Aggression era that came after that was great. I mean, I posted this on YouTube before. I said the moment I found out they went PG, I felt that this company was going down. I said, this is not a good idea. Not a good idea. Banning chair shots, I didn't have a problem with. Much as I loved to see them when I was growing up, chair shots to the head. I can understand concussion, blah, blah, blah. You want to protect the superstars, I get it. You know, I was sad to see that go, but hey, I didn't have no issue with that. The issue I had was with the rating. And that was the first red flag right there. So I was like, this is fucking retarded, you know. I mean, I stopped watching it in 2010 because it was already getting worse. It was already getting bad then. You know, they cut out the swear words. I mean, the few swear words they would say, and John Cena's special move was the FU, they called it, then became an attitude adjustment. I'm like, what? Really? I didn't like that at all, this censored stuff. It was ridiculous. I was like, holy shit. So in 2010, I pretty much tuned down and stopped watching it. But I did keep up with the WrestleMania events with my dad. Me and my dad would get together and watch the WrestleMania events, you know, because the Undertaker streak, that was my main reason to watching it. And then once Undertaker lost his streak a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago now, it's been a while. When he lost his streak, I was like, fuck WrestleMania. I'm done. I told my dad, I said, look, man, we're gonna have to do something else together because WrestleMania is not it. Undertaker just lost his streak. I have no desire to watch wrestling anymore. So I was done watching wrestling. I was fucking done with the whole thing, you know, because it's already shitty. You know, I've seen a couple of clips doing my WrestleMania watches, my annually WrestleMania watches. The ring matches was fucking shit. It was like they was afraid to hit each other. They was afraid to take bumps. It was garbage. And this was like 2012, 2013. I would peek at it. My sister even sent me a video that she recorded from the TV at our mother's house of a match, and she was like, "This is bad." I said, "I know, that is terrible, terrible." So I was glad I stopped watching it back in 2010 because I knew what was to come. I knew it was going to get bad, but I had no fucking idea that it's gotten to the point where it is right now, today, in 2018, as this video is being recorded. It is pathetic. I have no words. I mean, the highlights now, I'm feeling like the few highlights that I get from Raw and SmackDown are like, they're getting more dim and dim as the weeks go by, you know. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I mean, it makes no sense that WWE has gotten this bad, you know. I understand why Vince McMahon got his head up his ass, and all he cares about is money, you know. That's all he cares about. So that type of thinking is killing his company. It's pretty sad because I was thinking about this a couple of days ago, how Vince McMahon helped build WWE up. He built it up. He made it into a successful company. He really put a lot into it. You know, Hulk Hogan and everything helped with it too, you know. But Vince McMahon was like the fucking leg. He was the crutch for the company. He really built it up. He did a great job. And now this very same man is causing the downfall of this very same company that his father left him, Vince McMahon Sr. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, that's sad. It's sad. It really is. I mean, because I didn't stop peeking at wrestling until like about 2016. You know, but I was only watching the Ruthless Aggression episodes and the clips and all that. I was listening to a few podcasts about how WWE sucks here and there, but you know, I was peeking at some of the old matches that I used to watch back when I used to back then when I used to didn't like to miss 5 minutes of the program. I always liked it to be at the TV before it came on. I remember one time I missed a half hour because I was out and I was coming home and Raw was coming on. I missed the whole half hour. It was like 15 minutes to half an hour and I was mad. I was like, man, I missed out, man. I was so mad. But now, I don't give a fuck about this program. I don't. This pathetic. The scripted promos are fucking horrendous. The superstars, they're unable to develop their own characters like they once were, like The Rock and all that. You know, they can't develop their characters no more. You know, it wasn't until this year, 2018, I say in March, that I started following the current product for the first time. I started getting back into wrestling, you know, because I started seeing clips and all that. And I started watching the entrances and all that. I liked the women. I liked the, let's say, for example, Naomi, when she come in with that glow. I thought that was fucking awesome, man. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. Keep in mind, I had just started watching wrestling again. I was thinking like, you know, so I started watching these different podcasts, reviewing SmackDown and Raws and all that. So I started following. Then I found myself following the current product. I actually, at one time, believe it or not, I liked that Roman Reigns. Like I said, I never heard this guy before. You know, he came in when I wasn't watching wrestling no more. So a lot of these people were new faces I'd never heard of before. I've never heard these people before. Roman Reigns was one of them. I never knew he was related to The Rock. It was later I found that out. But I liked the Roman Reigns at one point. And I didn't give a shit about him after he lost against Brock Lesnar in the 2018 Royal Rumble. That's when I was like, fuck it. He failed to win. You know, he talking about, oh, I'm going to win this. La, 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 la. I'm going to get the belt back. I'm going to put down the beast and all that shit. And he failed. Brock killed him. You know, I was done with Roman Reigns by then. You know, it wasn't until like about a month later I started watching videos and how people were saying how Roman Reigns was being pushed since 2014. That would make it 4 years. And I was like, wow, push. What do you mean by that? So I was watching more content on it and how Vince McMahon was just pushing this guy against the vast majority of the viewers, man. And it was to the point where he became miscast. And I was like, wow, you know. At this point, I was pretty much done with Roman Reigns. Pretty much I was. I still had hope for him. I still liked him a little bit. But I was pretty much done with him for the most part since he lost that match against Brock Lesnar. I was like, fuck this guy. He can't even fucking follow up. You know. So I'm thinking like, wow, you know. And as of right now, I can't stand the guy, man. I mean, shit. Right now he's battling leukemia. That was pretty sad to hear him announce that. I hope he makes it through because this is a life and death situation. But most likely he's gonna fucking beat it again. He's had it since he was like, I think he was diagnosed at what, 21, 22? I think he was 21, 18 maybe. So he was real young when he was diagnosed the first time, and he beat it, and it came back. So, you know, that was pretty fucked up, man. I mean, I would never risk that type of stuff on anybody. But as far as the character is concerned, I couldn't stand him. It got to the point where it was like about a few weeks before his announcement, about a month, I say, before he announced he had leukemia. Joe, I don't know why his name is. I got to the point where I couldn't stand seeing him on screen anymore. You know, it's like, why don't they turn this guy heel? Because I've been saying it months prior. I said, they should turn him heel. But I had gave that up. I said, fuck it. Vince McMahon's not going to turn this guy heel. He keeps on sucking Roman Reigns' dick, you know. So he's not going to turn him heel. So I'm like, forget it. I got to the point where it was nauseating to see him on TV. It was. I didn't give a fuck if he was in a match or he was cutting a promo. I didn't give a shit. It was nauseating. I was like, this guy, oh my God. I couldn't stand him. So, and when he renounced his leukemia, that was pretty sad. But I'm not going to lie. That meant that he wouldn't be on TV again. I was happy about that. I'm not going to fucking sit here and lie. It's fucked up as to why he's away, but I hope he makes it. I hope he beats it. You know. But I am glad that he's not on TV now. You know, people kept saying like, "Oh, he's going to come back and he's going to get over as a face." You know, I said no, he's not. No, he's not. He is not going to get over as a face. It's not going to happen. I mean, yeah, you're going to cheer for him. I mean, I've heard people say, I'm going to cheer for him, and then I'm going to end up saying, fuck him again, you know. That's how it's going to be. He's going to get cheered for a little while from people that was critical of his character. You know, they're gonna cheer. Oh, he's beat cancer. He's beat the leukemia. He's back. You know, he's better shape now. He's back in shape. Yeah, they're gonna cheer for him. I'm gonna be happy to see him myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be happy to see him. You know, but after a while, I'm gonna remember why I was so nauseated with this character, and it's gonna go back to me saying, "Oh fuck, man, not him again." You know. And they're going to push him again. They're going to give him the belt again. They're going to give him all these goodies again because he's Roman Reigns. He's related to The Rock. He's Samoan. Blah, blah, blah. Vince McMahon loves his Samoans. He loves them. This ain't fact. I mean, this is not opinion. This is fact. He loves the Samoans. Look what happened to Nia Jax not too long ago. She injured another wrestler. She didn't get fired. She didn't get released, let alone she didn't even go to developmental. I don't even think she received any reprimand for it, or held accountable for it, or at least a fucking pay doc or doctor pay or something like that. You know, something. She should have got something. I don't think nothing happened to her. They just using this as fuel and fire for her. I don't know. But, you know, I don't want to go into Nia Jax. Put it this way. To make a long story short, I don't care about Nia Jax. I don't care. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm going to cut this video now. That's pretty much it. I will be uploading more videos regarding wrestling in the future, as well as other things as well. So, as of right now, sayonara.